mercy. I want to address some things. Now, I don't know what Bible people are reading, but I've had one that came in and said, oh, if you've said anything negative, hateful, anything, you're not going to get in heaven. And another one just said, what do you mean he gets to meet Jesus? He's not important enough. When did Jesus ever stand on importance? He said, those who are well do not need a physician, but those who are ill. Where did he spend his time? He didn't spend his time with those that were important. That's not where he went to minister. So clearly you don't understand Yeshua ben Joseph, the Christ. If you want to call him Jesus, I don't know where that began. But his compassion, his love, his whole ministry was about love, acceptance. Okay? So I don't know where people are getting this type of thing. But clearly they don't know the Yeshua that I know. They don't know the love of God that I know. Like I said, when the ego self imploded, in that moment there was a drastic shift, and all that was there was that divine is, which is just that absolute perfection. You're thinking with a limited mind of separation, okay? Thank goodness Christ is beyond that. Now, yes, Charlie Kirk said horrible things. Horrible, horrible, horrible things. Nobody is going to deny that. I most certainly am not going to deny that. Okay? And what he said, he has no empathy, has no compassion. So when Christ came and embraced him, and it was laid bare exactly what was in his mindset. This was very painful for this guy. Very painful. Okay? But I hope to goodness that people stop this and elevate themselves. I tell you what, why don't you take this month out, instead of going in the Old Testament, read the New Testament, read the things that Christ had to say. Just understand that much, even that much, and elevate to something higher. I continue this channel and try to continue this work to try to elevate people, to get them out of the gutter minds, to get them out of this divisionary hate, vilification, etc. Yes, there are a lot of things we need to change, but it has no place for hate. And I'm telling you, when you go through that and that implosion happens and the mind stills, there is no place for hate. Absolutely not. You can't hate anyone. It's no longer there. Okay? That is gone, 100%. Now, you can not like anything that they're doing. You can be angry with the things that are being done, but hate does not come into an equation. So I just wanted to put that out here. What, Miss Lily? What are you sparkling? What are you sparkling, Miss Lily? Girl, I'm going to get that belly. I'm going to get that belly. She's... You know, I want to see people elevated. I don't give a rat's ass which side you're on, okay? There is no place here for hate and for vilification and for that type of drama. And if you want to bring it here, take it to a different channel, okay? Now, I've had a couple of them here trying to cause this division and saying, oh, one of them said the shooter was a faithful devotee of Kamala. Yet, all his families were MAGA, and he was a follower of Nick Fuentes. Okay? So I don't know if these are bots, or if these are actual, it could be bots. Could be bots out there trying to inflame this and try to, again, stick it on the Democrats, stick it on liberals. Like we said, some of them in these evil angel churches, I'll just call it like it is, evangelical, they call them evangelicals, but they're evil angel churches. They're really, people have asked me about, is Trump the Antichrist? Antichrist is a movement. It's not a specific person, it is a movement. It is all these evangelical prosperity preaching preachers, the ones that put Trump on a pedestal. Those are the Antichrist churches. Okay, the Antichrist movement. Everything against what Christ taught, and yet they're teaching it. The crap that they're putting out there, they're putting it under the name of Jesus. And so these ones get taken in and they get, this nonsense of belief system that has nothing to really do with what Christ was teaching. It's antithetical, anathema to what Christ was teaching and who he was and what he brought. And we're still trying to get this light to the world, whether it's through Buddha, whether it's through Christ, it's that same message. So please, people, elevate. Have compassion, have empathy. What would Jesus do? What would Jesus say? Really sit with it. What he brought, what was his message? Okay? And then elevate. Elevate, because the great division is coming. Which side of that division do you want to be on? The side of shadows? Hate? I don't care which side of the fence you think you're on, but this has no place for hate. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here. There may be some people that stomp off, and if you want to stomp off, you stomp off. But I'm going to try to put out as much light as I can, as much wisdom as I can, as much understanding as I can. And whether people accept it or not, we'll see. But yes, I understand this is hard for a lot of people because he has said atrocious things. Okay? But I'm telling you, when I tuned in, That's what I got. Somebody asked, did you ask your guides? No, I didn't have to ask my guides. I turn into his energy. Okay? So on that note, I'll leave that here, and we'll see you online.